let's just take a moment out of wherever we were just now and feel that we have gathered here together, okay? And we're here for an important purpose, and that important purpose is you, and that important purpose is all of us. And I know that it can be hard for us to prioritize ourselves. A lot of you I'm familiar with, and I know a lot of you have responsibilities to the world. And that world out there could be jobs, that world out there could be children, that world out there could be parents, that world out there could be partners, that world out there could be any number of responsibilities that we have taken up or taken on in this life. And what happens when we have so many responsibilities? It's usually those things that we do for ourselves that are kind and an investment into our well-being. Those are generally the types of things that suffer. So what are those things? Going to the gym, meditating, okay. Those things that I think we all kind of know what I'm talking about here, right? It's like those are the things that are negotiable. That's what we think. Those are the things that are negotiable because the kid has a soccer practice, or the husband's sick, or the parent needs me to go and help them with this thing, or the job needs me to do that, right? And then by the end of the day, it's 10:30, it's 11:30, maybe it's midnight, and boy, we really don't want to go to the gym at that time, and we absolutely don't want to practice or do our meditation or our mindfulness practice at that time. So I want to recognize everyone who did make the time to come out today, and I hope that you can stay for the full 45 minutes and benefit from our practice together. And also we're going to be doing sharing of this practice to others. So this is not just for us, it's for many beings. And a lot of us, I think pretty much everyone here has practiced Metta before. If you haven't, I'm just taking a look at who's here. If you haven't practiced Metta before, you're not sure what it is, send me a little note in the chat, or you can put your hand up, and I'll make sure that I explain it a little bit more fully, okay? And there's nothing wrong with not knowing. All of us at one point didn't know. All of us started at some point. And so if we remember back when we were new, when we were brand new and we didn't know anything, and there was a community of people practicing together, and everyone knew the secret code or the secret language, and we didn't know what it was, it might have felt scary to put up our hand and say, I actually don't know what that means. Can you please explain it to me? Okay, so this is the message for anyone here who may not know what Metta is, to go ahead and put up your hand, and it's okay for you to do that, okay? I did have some thoughts that came up earlier today. I don't usually go off a script, but I did have some thoughts that came up earlier today, and I was remembering back, I don't actually know what triggered this, but I was remembering back to my childhood. And this teaching came through, and feels like a very powerful teaching. And that is that each and every single one of us experience all of the feelings. All of us do. Because we're not enlightened yet. I'll say yet. Okay, we experience all the feelings. So the most bright, beautiful, wonderful to the, horrible, awful, horrible, most painful ones. Okay. And so for some of us, like when I think back and I was remembering certain things from my childhood, I remember sitting in a hospital bed alone. And I remember I was living there for like 4 years. I remember hating it, hating the food, not wanting to be alone. I remember my first day at kindergarten. Maybe not even my first day, maybe it was my first month. I think I would cry every single day when my parents dropped me off, whichever parent dropped me off. Crying and crying, waiting for them to come back at the end of the day and pick me up. And I remember when my sister was born and feeling, sad that I didn't get to see her the day that she was born. And then feeling elated when I got to meet her, like so happy that I had this little sister. And I remember when my mom got sick, and I remember being in high school and not knowing what was happening to her and why she was going to the hospital and being admitted to the hospital like at least once a month or so. I remember her third transplant, and I remember bawling my eyes out for hours on end in the waiting room, and what that was like to not know if she would make it, and to know that that would be her last chance at a transplant. I remember getting my university degree and feeling such an incredible wave of relief that I didn't have to ever go back to classes again. And then I had this piece of paper that was so important, that validated me, that gave me the qualification to get a job somewhere in the world. And I remember, just a month ago or a couple of months ago, not knowing if my mom was going to make it, again. And what I see, and I see a lot of people every day, I talk to a lot of people every day, all of us feel the same things. We all go through the same emotions. The stories may be vastly different. I can tell you that when I talk to somebody and they explain to me how they're feeling, something happens in me. I can see in them that they're suffering, or I can see in them that they're jubilant and excited and so happy about something. And there's this immediate feeling of understanding the emotion, not understanding what the situation is, but understanding the emotion. Not completely, not because I'm in their body or in their mind, but understanding because I've had some similar feeling come up before. So the reason I'm talking about this is because it's important for us to know that all of us share these things. Each and every one of us share these same types of feelings. And each one of us here is worthy of allowing ourselves to be seen, allowing ourselves to be heard, allowing ourselves to be understood, accepted. And each one of us here belongs. Every single one of us belong, regardless of what our path is, what our stories are, what our situations are, what our beliefs are, what our actions are, what our words are. Each and every single one of us here belongs, just like everybody out there in the world also belongs. And again, despite their feelings, despite their experiences, despite their ups and downs, despite where they came from, all of that. So today I'd like for us to practice metta in a way that allows us to feel like we belong, each one of us, and to also practice in a way that allows us to be accepting of everyone else. To recognize that even those that we don't see eye to eye with, those that we might have a challenge with or difficulty with or a difference of opinion with, those that even have caused us to suffer, that we have similar experiences and that we belong and that they also belong. And perhaps by feeling a sense of belonging, we might let go of our armor. We might lay down our harshness. We might lay down our walls that we put up. We might lay down our weapons. It's funny, actually, the Buddha called metta a weapon of protection. That's what he called it, a weapon of protection. So this practice is a practice that protects us, not necessarily from the outside dangers, which actually one of the 11 benefits is you will be protected from fires, weapons, and poisons. But this practice protects us from the impurities of our own mind and protects us from acting out from the places of those impurities, where those places can take us, those impurities can take us. So how do we practice in a way that is accepting? I think I'd like for us to start where we usually start with metta, and that is to start with ourselves. So take a moment and turn inward. See if you can become aware of this body sitting here, this mind. Whatever this mind is thinking and feeling in this moment, allow it to think and feel exactly whatever it is that's there. You might notice how this physical body is supported, how it's sitting. Allow it to be exactly the way that it is. You might notice the body breathing, welcoming in the in-breath, releasing the out-breath. Allow it to breathe exactly the way that it's breathing right now. We might recognize a state of mind or a feeling that's here now. Perhaps there were thoughts. Can we allow the fact that they were there to be accepted as well? What's coming to me now is I'm seeing a field with these beautiful tall grasses just gently moving in the breeze. Allow yourself to feel like you are one of these blades of grass. All of us are here together, and we're just allowing this breeze to move through us. We're not holding rigid. We might like it, we might dislike it, but we allow it to just be as it is. With each gentle in-breath, allow the feeling of welcoming, a feeling of contentedness, of well-being. And with each exhale, allow the sensation to release from you, that breath to release from you, and feel just a little bit of a feeling of settling, of peace. Some of us may have that vision or that image of the grasses gently rocking and swaying in the breeze. Some of us may be a little bit more focused on the body breathing. Some of us may feel too busy-minded to be able to notice anything else other than the busyness of the mind. Whatever the experience is, can we allow it? We don't have to love it and send it metta, but we can just allow it. What does it feel like to sit here and feel as natural as a blade of grass out in the field? What does it feel like to allow ourselves to know that each one of us is so similar to each other, just like these blades of grass out in the field. Each one of us experiences the same or similar feelings, states of mind. When the sun shines, we all warm up. When the snow comes, we get cold or freeze. When it rains, we get soaked. When there's wind, we rock and sway. Each one of us, all of us do. See if you can start to notice that there's a little bit of a different relationship that you can experience within yourself than what was there when you first sat down. Coming back to the body, you might notice that with each of the in-breaths, that there's this expansive feeling. And with each out-breath, there's a feeling of release, of relaxation. See if it's possible to notice or become aware of the expansion, not just at the belly or the rib cage or the upper chest, but through the entire body, the entire energetic body, which encompasses our physical body. You don't have to force it or make it happen, but if you're able to notice this slight expansion, or perhaps a vast expansion, and that relaxation, that release. We may become able to recognize or feel the sense that we are much larger, much more powerful than we may give ourselves credit for. And that we're more interconnected than we might think. Each little breath of air that we take in has existed on this planet in various forms, in different places, since whenever everything began. It's been breathed in by all manner of creatures. It's turned into vapor, into rain, into water. It's circulated through other people's bodies, other creatures' bodies. And it sustains us in every moment. It nourishes us as we're sitting here together. So as much as we may sometimes feel very alone or lonely or individual or separate, there is no possibility for us to separate out of all of existence. Our sheer existence connects us to everything. Feel free to, if you'd like, you can take a deeper breath if you're feeling a little sleepy or a little hazy. You can lengthen your spine, you can draw your shoulders up towards your ears, And on the exhale, let your whole body release down again. This practice isn't designed to make you sleepy, so if you are feeling a little sleepy, give yourself a little wake up, just a little gentle wake up. Let's think of someone. As we do in this practice, we share metta with others. So let's think of someone who makes our heart sing, who, when we think of them, we feel nothing but joy. This may be a child or a grandchild or a niece or a nephew or a neighbor's child. It may be a pet. It may be a neighbor's pet. But when you think of this being, you can't help but smile. Even if you're not smiling on the outside, your heart smiles. They may feel innocent to you, gentle, sweet, soft, maybe even adorable. Allow your heart to expand. Know that thinking and remembering them has brought you happiness and expansion and joy. So let's also send that back towards them. May they also be joyful. May they also feel expansive and bright and easy and comfortable. May they feel loved. May they feel seen, considered, appreciated. May they be happy. May they be peaceful. And you can be playful with this practice. You might imagine that you have a magic wand and you're just waving your magic wand. May you be peaceful, just like that. You can be their fairy godparent. May you be peaceful. And just like that, ding, they're peaceful. May you be happy. And just like that, you bring a wave of happiness outwards towards this person. And you feel that connection. Feel free to take a nice deep breath once again. If you're starting to feel a little bit hazy or sleepy, feel free to also open your eyes. If your eyes are closed, you can gently gaze down at your hands in front of you, or your knees, or the edge of the table or desk if you're sitting at a desk, or at the floor in front of you. There is no danger whatsoever in opening your eyes. Let's choose another being, and this time let's choose someone who would be shocked that we thought of them in a good way, shocked in a good way. Oh, you remembered me? You thought of me? You're choosing me? Perhaps this is a person that we see infrequently, maybe a friend that we haven't talked to in a while. Maybe it's a friend who may need a little boost of joy, a little injection of joy. Perhaps this is someone who we see at the local coffee shop, or the parking garage if we drive to work, or the person who works at the grocery store. Perhaps it's a neighbor who we see walking their dog or jogging down the street. And we can tap them on the shoulder. Imagine you're tapping them on the shoulder and saying, hey, come with me. We're going into our metta circle together. Come sit with us. And they may be very pleasantly surprised. And let's feel how good it feels to extend an invitation to someone, not because they earned it or deserved it, not because they desperately need it, but rather simply because they are, simply because they exist. That makes them worthy. That makes them worthy of belonging. And let's wish them also all of the goodness. May they be pleasantly surprised. May they feel comfortable in their own skin. May they see themselves. May they like what they see. May they take good care of themselves. Easily. May they be happy. You can bring out your magic wand. May they be happy. Ding. May they be peaceful. May they know that they belong. May they accept our collective acceptance of them. Our circle, our congregation of people just got a little bit bigger. Okay, so we've invited the easy, happy, joyful one, the one that wouldn't think that we would think of them. Okay? Let's take a moment for ourselves, come back and feel this body sitting, the mind, the heart, as it is in this moment. If you wish, you can come back to that visualization of the tall grasses gently swaying in the breeze. All of us together. Allowing what is. And now we may have to be a little bit brave. And we may have to go out of our comfort zone a little. Let's challenge ourselves a little bit by choosing someone with whom we've had challenges, difficulties. Perhaps we have a different opinion than them, or we just dislike them. We don't know why. Let's see if we can set all of our armor and our weapons and our dislikes and our thoughts and our feelings and our beliefs and our qualms, just set them aside. And let's say, hey, you, come join us. Come sit with us. This will be good for you. You can trust me. And let's see that they are suffering, just like we have so many times. They may be suffering a little, They may be suffering a lot. We might not even understand or know the extent of their suffering. But it's there. Can we wish them perhaps the most beautiful blessing of all? May you be free from your suffering. May you be free. May you be free from your suffering. Not because it's going to make our lives easier, but because all beings are worthy. And all beings are ultimately only wanting this. Ultimately, all of us want the same thing. Whether the suffering is a tiny little broken fingernail, or whether the suffering is deep grief, or something in between those two extremes. We simply want to be free from suffering. Can we wish them the most powerful and the most beautiful? May you be free from suffering. Take a deep breath if you'd like. If you want, you can shake your hands out. You can rotate your shoulders up towards your ears and back and down. There's nothing that says you have to sit here in a trance or go into a hazy place. This practice is not something that is relegated to the cushion or to the seat that you're sitting in right now. This is a practice that you can take everywhere you go, at any moment of the day, in your most waking moments, in the moments where there's adrenaline, okay? Doesn't always have to be calm and peaceful and tranquil and quiet and sleepy, okay? So if you're feeling a little hazy and you're enjoying it, see if you can give yourself a little challenge now to practice lightly, joyfully, in a way that is awake, because metta is one path to freedom from suffering. And if we want to be free, we have to have ourselves awake. We have to know. So let yourself be awake, vibrant, powerful. Let your mind be aware. Let your heart be open and willing to see whatever is here. Even if it was hard to do that last little piece of the exercise that we just did. Just know. Just know. That was hard. Or that started off hard and it got a little easier. Whatever was there, see it as it is. That's mindfulness. Okay, let's do perhaps my most favorite part. Okay, let us allow ourselves to open up completely and let us feel that this vibration that we have accumulated and created, this expansion that we feel in our energetic field, in our heart, in our mind, this openness and this acceptance can actually take in all of existence. It might be a little easier to start closer to home, so let's allow this metta to expand outwards from our heart, encompassing the room that we're in and everything and everyone in the room. which might just be us. May everyone here be at ease, belong, and feel happy. Let's move beyond the room you're in, perhaps the building that you're in, the house, the structure that you find yourself in this moment. May all living beings in this entire structure be at ease and happy and content and be loved. Let's take it beyond this building that we're in and move outwards into the street or the neighborhood that we're in. May all beings, and you might have images of different creatures and beings, perhaps those with 2 legs but also 4 legs, or 6 legs, or 8 legs, or perhaps many, many legs, or no legs at all. May all beings in my neighborhood, each and every one, no matter what they're doing, whether they're aware or not aware, may all beings in this neighborhood be reached with this metta. May they be happy and peaceful. Feel how powerful this mind is, how incredibly powerful it is. Even with such a simple practice. Let's grow a little more beyond the neighborhood. May everyone in this town or city that I'm in, and if you're in the country, in the countryside that I'm in, all beings, all manner of beings, those that live on land, those that live in the water, those that live up high, those that live down low, those that fly in the air, may all beings in this city or town or in this countryside be happy, content, at ease, peaceful. Let's extend it outwards even more, beyond our city or town, to the state or province that we're in. May all beings in this vast expanse of space feel the wave of goodness that is being sent out. May they be happy, safe, at ease, peaceful. May they also be free from suffering. You might have images of people in their cars or in buildings or out in the parks or people in the grocery store, people walking their dogs, all the cats, all the fish, all the parakeets, all the beings. May all beings across this province or state be happy, peaceful. Let's go as far as wishing everyone in the whole country that we're in. May all beings in this entire country be happy, safe, at ease, peaceful. May they know they belong. May they wake up tomorrow morning and have this message in their awareness. I belong here. I belong. May they become aware of it. Okay, let's expand outwards all the way now. We can picture the entire globe. Okay, this blue and green planet of ours that we call Earth. May all beings on Earth, each and every single one, be touched by this wave of goodness, of acceptance. May all beings on planet Earth be happy and peaceful and safe and at ease. Sending out this wave of goodwill in all directions. Let's go beyond our planet, because we can't just be the only ones, okay? Earthlings are not the only beings in the cosmos. May all beings in every realm, from the highest realms, the most perfect, beautiful, pure beings in existence, all the way to the ones that are suffering the most, may each and every kind of being everywhere, omitting none, may all beings be reached. May all beings be accounted for. May each and every being in existence be safe and at ease. May each and every being in existence be happy and peaceful. May each and every single being be awake and aware and work towards the end of their own suffering. Feel free to take a nice deep breath in. You can lengthen your spine here. You can roll your shoulders up if you'd like. You can roll them down, back and down, giving them a nice rotation. When you are ready, if you have your eyes closed, feel free to open them. Feel free to come back. Feel free to, if you haven't, feel free to turn on your camera. And everyone who is here on camera and those that are not, if you have your name on your little square, I invite all of us to take a little scroll through and look at each of us and see all of these beautiful beings here, doing something important and powerful, part of our collective circle together. May each and every person here, all the people here, continue to practice well with every breath that you're able to, with every footstep that you're able to, with every shower, every teeth brushing session, every washing the dishes, every folding the laundry, every walking the dog step, every grocery checkout item that goes across the beeper. Okay, may there be awakening, may there be awareness, and may it be infused with metta. And I'll invite us to bring our hands, palms together. As we always do, we'll share the merits of our practice with all beings. May all beings everywhere be happy, peaceful, and free from suffering. Thank you, and namaste. I'll hand it over to Jen. Jen, are you okay to close?
Yep, I'm here. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Just thank you so much, Salima. It's wonderful to share a heart-forward practice and reminded that we have that within us always. So thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for the grounding practice on a Sunday evening. I hope everyone feels a little lighter and brighter and can take that forward into the world with them.